Have you ever been admitted to a hospital when you weren't feeling your best? Most of us have. And the people we often turn to for help and comfort are the nurses. Nursing is more than a career, it's a calling that requires empathy, patience, and an unwavering commitment to care for those in need. Historically, nursing has also been deeply tied to women's empowerment, providing them with opportunities to work, earn, and lead. Welcome to this podcast where we unravel the fascinating stories woven into fabric of nursing history. I am Harkirat, your host, and with me is Cloud.
Today we're exploring how the uniforms of nurses at Winnipeg General Hospital and the Health Science Center reflected broader societal shift from the rigid formality of the 19th century to practical scrubs of today.
But these uniforms weren't just fabric, these were symbols of identity, resilience, and progress. Now let's rewind to 1880s. Imagine you're a student nurse at the Winnipeg General Hospital Nursing School. You're wearing a blue and white checked dress with a skirt that falls precisely 1 inch above the instep. Over it, you've tied a voluminous white apron in a neat bow, echoing the fashionable bustles of the time. Your sleeves are puffed and a crisp pleated bib is pinned to your bodice.
This uniform, functional yet elegant, reflected the fashion of the day while maintaining modesty and professionalism. Why did these uniforms look the way they did?
Let's take a step back further to the 1830s. Wide skirts, puffed sleeves, and fitted bodices were all the rage. By the 1870s, skirts in the front but still emphasized volume in the back. The nursing uniforms of late 19th century reflected these trends, while sparing students the discomfort of corsets, achieving the same silhouette with fitted bodices and flowing skirts. Fast forward to 1889 and you'll find the first graduating class of nurses at Winnipeg General Hospital proudly receiving their degrees.
There were ceremonial white uniforms, crisp and formal, symbolizing the dignity and seriousness of their profession. This tradition continued well into the 20th century, with graduating nurses donning similar attire in photos as late as 1898.
These uniforms were more than just clothes. They embodied discipline, dedication, and a sense of identity.
These uniforms were more than just clothes. They represented the discipline, dedication, and identity of the nurses who wore them. I'm Larissa, one of the researchers for this podcast. Imagine standing in these starched garments, caring for patients during the war, or advocating for women's rights at a time when society often undervalued their work. The stories of these nurses weren't written by historians. They were written by the nurses themselves. Their journals, letters, and oral histories gave us a first-hand account of their struggles and triumphs. The nursing uniforms of the past was a strict ensemble, pristine white aprons, pleated bibs, and tailored skirts. On the surface, it was just attire, but to the women who wore them, it was so much more. The uniform represented discipline. Each pleat, every starched collar, spoke of precision and care, mirroring the values nurses upheld in their work. It also symbolized identity. In a world where women's voices were often silenced, the uniform was a way to stand tall and proud. It announced, "I am a nurse, I'm here to care, I'm here to make a difference."
Imagine being a nurse in the early 1900s. Your polished shoes, neatly trimmed nails, and starched uniforms symbolized professionalism and pride. As students advanced in their training, their uniforms evolved to reflect their growing expertise. For instance, apron tails were initially tucked in, but later allowed to hang freely as a mark of seniority.
The 1960s and 70s ushered in significant changes. Enter polyester, a durable, wrinkle-resistant fabric that revolutionized workwear. Nursing uniforms began to shift from traditional skirts and aprons to polyester dresses with modern designs.
Hospital policies gradually relaxed, and by the 1990s, scrubs became the standard attire for nurses. At the University of Manitoba, the nursing dress code evolved into navy blue scrubs with a crest on the left sleeve and a name tag.
Similarly, Brandon University implemented practical professional uniforms. These changes weren't just about comfort. They reflected a growing focus on hygiene, functionality, and adaptability in a fast-paced healthcare environment.
The evolution of nursing uniforms in Manitoba tells a story of resilience and progress. From the blue and white checked skirts of the 1880s to today's scrubs. These garments have mirrored broader societal changes while honoring the legacy of nursing. No matter how many times the uniforms have changed, the essence of nursing remains constant: care, dedication, and compassion. Thank you for joining us on this journey through time. If you enjoyed today's episode, don't forget to like, comment, and share this podcast. Until next time, I am Harkirat Singh, reminding you that sometimes the threads that connect us are stronger than we think.